Hey, this is Emily Gavin-Almanza with your thing that you really ought to know about the way the legal system operates. And today I want to talk to you about how police spend their time. Because a lot of people think that Law and Order is a documentary and that police spend like every day solving violent felonies in the streets. And the truth is that in America, violent felonies go unsolved and never even get closed a lot of the time. There's something called a clearance rate in your community, in every community. It's the rate at which police are able to close cases. And usually those rates are given by different categories of crime. So for example, nationally, homicides get closed only about 50% of the time. That's right, whether a murder gets solved, 50-50. Now to be clear, closure doesn't mean solved. It can mean closed by any means. But it's an indicator of how often police are solving cases. So the fact that the closure rate on violent crime in the US nationally is only about 36% should be concerning. On rape, it's only about 26%. And by the way, these rates vary a ton by jurisdiction. Like in 2022, Oakland PD, homicide clearance rate 27%. Now, maybe that's because of how we are using police in America. So instead of spending time on really serious, scary crimes, police are dispatched to deal with pretty much every social ill and mental health concern. And in fact, here's a map of how Philly PD was spending their time in 2015. As you can see, the vast majority of it is like unfounded calls, looking at places, disorderly crowds, and minor disturbances down here is taking up as much time as all of these more serious felonies, which, as you can see, are a really tiny, tiny piece of the puzzle. So maybe if our court system wasn't as clogged with absolute junk cases and police weren't being told to deal with every social problem in America, maybe these clearance rates could get a little higher.